So my name is Nick Woods. I've been writing and performing with a group by the name of Direct Hit for, man, I think it's 2019, for 12 years now. Been a long time. So we signed quote unquote, let me think, was in 2016, so 3 years. So a quarter of our history we've been on Fat Records. So we just got back from Mexico, and that was awesome. I'd never been to a country before like that didn't have the same kind of comforts and standard of living that the United States does, or it does. It changes the way that you see the world around you a lot. It feels a lot more superfluous to pay $9 for a burrito at Cudahy now than it did, before we went down there, where you pay like, $9 buys you like a motel room for the night or something like that, So I run a club called X-Ray Arcade now. I look at it kind of as my way of giving back to the city where I started going to shows. Well, this is actually the first interview that I've done since half of the band left. So I don't really know what 2019 has in store. I know what it has for me. I'm just going to keep writing songs and playing shows, kind of doing things the way that I always have, because it makes me happy and it brings me contentment that not a lot of other things do. So this song is called Welcome to Heaven. I wrote it because there was a comic book that I read when I was in middle school called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and there was always an image that kind of stuck with me from that book where Johnny dies and heaven doesn't want him and hell doesn't want him either because he's such a fucked up person. And he goes up to heaven, and the vision of heaven that was in this book was just a bunch of people sitting in chairs staring at the ground. And none of them wanted anything, but none of them did anything. It was just, as the book stated, it was just an endless state of contentment. And it made me think about the idea of the afterlife a lot differently, and the absurdity of it. If everybody goes up to heaven and gets what they want, then how is that heaven?
So welcome to heaven. Slack-jawed and simple angels staring off into the infinite, into the wide abyss, wrapped up in memories of sin and stone. Irreverence, how do you stay? Welcome in heaven. The single don't pretend where you're up. Blackness rolling on, ash to jump along. And all in this bitter alternative where our spirits look back these streets 2,000 years on. And on, not over the joy to came along with everyone. Going up into the brought into tears. So welcome to heaven, just a state of dumb contentment, peeling back skin, ear and eye and tongue, a